Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome back to 30 Stories for 30 Nights, stories of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Tonight we're reading chapter 24, the Battle of Uhud. As the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam led his army out of Medina, he noticed a group of Jews. They were only pretending to be on the side of the Muslims, but in reality they wanted to see the Quraysh defeat them. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ knew that they had ill intentions, so he sent them away. Now there were only 700 Muslims going into battle. The Quraysh had an army of 3,000 fighters, 3,000 camels, and 200 horses. The Muslims only had 2 horses. When they reached Uhud, the site of the battle, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ positioned a group of archers at the top of the hill. There they had a good view of the land, so they would be able to protect their Muslim brothers in the battle. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ instructed them not to move from the spot, even if they saw the Quraysh had been defeated. They were not to move until Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came to them and told them that they could do so. Down on the battlefield, the Muslims fought bravely, and the archers at the top of the hill could tell that the Meccans were about to retreat, defeated once more. They wanted to be part of their army defeating the Quraysh, and so they headed down the hill. Their leader reminded them of the Prophet Muhammad's words, but they were insisted that the battle was almost over, so it was safe to move. As the Muslim archers made their way down the hill, the Quraysh saw an opportunity to turn the battle in their favor. They went to the now empty spot on the top of the hill and attacked with all their might. All of a sudden, the Muslims were in great danger, and the Quraysh attacked them from every side. Many companions tried to shield their beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and in doing so, they became gravely injured. The bravest of them all was Talha bin Ubaidullah radiallahu anha. When the Meccans started shooting arrows at Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and there was nothing left with which to shield him, Talha radiallahu anha raised his bare hand in front of the blessed face of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and allowed the arrows to pierce his hand, one after the other, so that no arrows would hit the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the end, Talha radiallahu anha would lose his hand, and the Quraysh managed to hurt Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who fell to the ground unconscious. The Quraysh thought they were victorious in killing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They began to celebrate their victory. When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam regained consciousness, he forbade the Muslims from letting the Quraysh know he was still alive, in case they came back to attack again. So the Muslims stayed quiet while the Quraysh rejoiced at killing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the Quraysh praised their idols very loudly. At this time, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told the Muslims that they must defend the name of God. When they did so, the Quraysh realized that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was still alive, but they did not come back to fight again. They were happy to have weakened the Muslim army and counted this as a victory themselves. Although the Muslims had lost the Battle of Uhud, they did not lose faith in Allah. They saw that the dream that Prophet Muhammad had ﷺ had come true. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's dear uncle Hamza radiallahu anhu was killed in the battle. He himself was injured, and the commander of the Quraysh army was killed at the start of the battle. After the Battle of Uhud, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ returned to Medina to continue his mission. He spent time training the Muslims of Medina, and he continued to spread the message of Islam. At times, he would send a group of his companions to nearby cities to inform them of his message. Many of the tribes who had heard the message would accept Islam. His companions would spend time with them, teaching them more about their new religion. So let's look at some of the lessons we learned from this loss the Muslims suffered during the Battle of the Battle of Uhud. First of all, what do we learn by the mistake of the archers? Remember, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had instructed the archers to stay put on the top of the hill where they would provide cover for the Muslims. But then, when they saw the battle was going to be won, they rushed in to be part of that glorious moment and that left an opening for the Quraysh to rout the Muslims, to counterattack. So what do we learn from that mistake? Who was Talha radiallahu anha, and what was his role in the Battle of Uhud? Finally, why did the Muslims not lose faith after their loss, their defeat at the Battle of Uhud? All right, I'll let you think about those questions with your family, and we'll see you tomorrow night, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.